Hi, good morning, Nico Hayfield. My name is Mahira. Let's move on to the warm-up session.
All right, Mahira.
Can you describe your nursing background and experience?
I have a Bachelor of Science in Nursing, have been a registered nurse for 5 years. During this time, I've worked in various healthcare settings, including medical surgical units and a community health clinic. These experiences have equipped me with strong clinical skills, effective communication, and the ability to adapt to diverse patient needs.
How do you handle a high-stress situation on the job?
In high-stress situations, I remain calm and prioritize tasks based on patient needs. I've developed effective coping mechanisms, such as deep breathing and time management, to maintain focus and provide quality care. I believe clear communication with the team is crucial during stressful times to ensure everyone is on the same page and working efficiently.
What do you consider the most challenging aspect of nursing, and how do you overcome it?
The most challenging aspect is witnessing patient suffering. To overcome this, I focus on providing compassionate care, actively listening to patients, and involving them in their care plans. I also utilize support systems, such as debriefing with colleagues or seeking guidance from mentors, to process and manage the emotional aspects of nursing.
How do you stay updated on the latest developments in nursing and healthcare?
I stay informed by regularly attending continuing education programs, workshops, and seminars. Additionally, I subscribe to reputable nursing journals and participate in online forums to engage in discussions with fellow professionals. This commitment to ongoing learning ensures that I stay current with evidence-based practices and emerging trends in healthcare.
Describe a situation where you had to advocate for a patient.
In a previous role, I noticed a discrepancy in a patient's prescribed medication. I immediately consulted the healthcare team, bringing the issue to their attention. Through effective communication and collaboration, we identified and corrected the error, ensuring the patient's safety. This experience highlighted the importance of being a vigilant advocate for patients and fostering a culture of open communication within the healthcare team.
Your preparation time is over. You can now start your OET speaking roleplay.
Good morning, Mihira. Good to see you again. Could you please confirm the reason for your visit today?
Good morning, Nico. Good to see you too. Well, I am here for the routine cholesterol check.
Thank you for the confirmation, Mihira. So, how have you been feeling in yourself since that last test?
Oh, thank you for asking, Nico. To be honest, I've been feeling a bit more tired than usual lately. I just put it down to the weather, but now my ankles are swollen. I couldn't figure out how exactly it happened.
It's good that you're sharing this. Feeling tired can be significant. Let's focus on the ankle swelling for a moment. To help me understand what might be going on, could you tell me a bit more about it? When did you first notice the swelling, and how has it been affecting you?
Well, I think it started about 2 or 3 weeks ago. It's usually worse in the evenings, and my shoes feel quite tight by the end of the day. There's no real pain, just a feeling of fullness and tightness. I've tried soaking my feet in warm water, but that doesn't seem to make much difference.
I see. Thank you for that detail. It's helpful to know what you've already tried. To get a fuller picture of your health, could we talk about your general lifestyle recently? For instance, have you made any changes to your diet, or have you started taking any new medications, even over-the-counter ones?
No new medications. I'm still on the same ones for my blood pressure and cholesterol. My diet has been about the same, though we did have family visiting recently, so I'll admit I've probably been eating a bit more salt with all the shared meals. My activity has been less, I suppose, as I haven't been walking as much due to this tiredness.
That's all very useful information, Mihira. Thank you. Based on what you've told me, there are a few possibilities we could consider for the swelling. Sometimes it can be related to a minor injury you might not even recall, but given that it's in both ankles, that seems less likely. It could be due to fluid retention, which can be influenced by salt intake, or it might be linked to less circulation from being less active. It's also important for us to consider if it could be related to an underlying condition. A swelling can sometimes be a sign that a current medication might need adjusting, or that something else needs checking. How do those possibilities sound in relation to what you're experiencing?
When you put it like that, the fluid retention and being less active make a lot of sense, especially with my diet lately. The thought of it being something more serious is a bit concerning, I must say. It would be helpful if you could recommend some self-care tips I can follow at home for this swelling.
I understand your concern completely, and that's why we'll address this carefully. Mihira, before we arrange for you to see the doctor, there are some things you can start doing right away that might help. It would be good to try elevating your legs when you're sitting down, perhaps on a footstool or some cushions. Also, try to avoid staying in one position, like standing or sitting, for too long without moving. Gentle ankle exercises, like rotating your feet, can help with circulation. And as you mentioned, salt, being mindful to reduce your salt intake could also make a difference. The most important thing is to continue taking all your prescribed medication exactly as directed and not to stop anything without speaking to a doctor first. What are your thoughts on this advice? Do you have any concerns or questions about it?
No, that all seems very manageable. Elevating my legs and doing the exercises sound like simple things I can do. I will be more careful with salt. My main question is, do you think this is urgent?
That's a very important question. While the self-care advice is a positive step, it is crucial that you have a proper assessment with a doctor. Mihira, the reason for this is that there are several possibilities for the swelling, and we need to be sure of the cause. It could be that a medication needs a small adjustment, or we need to check for an underlying condition that needs treatment. Getting a definitive answer is the best way to manage this effectively and give you peace of mind. With that in mind, would it be right with you if I go ahead and book an appointment for you to see the doctor?
Yes, please. I would feel much better having the doctor take a look. Thank you for your help.
You're very welcome, Mihira. Let me just recap what we've discussed so we're both clear. Firstly, you're here for your cholesterol follow-up, but you've also been feeling unusually tired and have noticed swelling in your ankles over the last few weeks. We talked about how the swelling is worse in the evenings and that you haven't tried any new medications, but your activity has been lower and your salt intake a little higher recently with your family visiting. The key points we agreed on are these. There are a few potential reasons for the swelling, like fluid retention linked to salt or inactivity, but it's important for the doctor to rule out any other underlying causes or see if your current medications need adjusting. In the meantime, you're going to try some helpful steps like elevating your legs when you sit, avoiding long periods of standing or sitting, doing gentle ankle exercises, and watching your salt intake. And you've agreed it's very important to keep taking all your current medicines as prescribed. Most importantly, we've agreed that seeing the doctor for a proper assessment is the best next step to get a clear answer and a plan, and you're happy for me to book that appointment for you. Does that summary sound right to you? It covers why we're concerned and what we're going to do next.